Welcome back to the Sun Journal of Editorials. Today is August 17th, and we're not talking about any editorials upcoming in the paper. We're talking the civil war in the newspaper business right now, which involves online content and whether it should be free or whether it should somebody should have to pay for it. And today's special guest is the person usually running the camera, Pattie Barry, who's our new web editor. And we were having a debate yesterday in our newsroom that got a little loud, a little heated, and went on a lot longer than it needed to, and everyone thought it'd be a really great video. Now, I'm on the side of paid content. Pattie's on the side of free content. I think Pattie's dead wrong. Pattie thinks I'm dead wrong. And Pattie thinks I'm dead wrong. Why?
Well, the thing about paid content is that it's been this kind of movement in the newspaper industry that I think is sprang up because our other sources of revenue have dried up. And my argument to Tony is that it's not like people have been paying for news generation this whole time. It was advertising that was paying for it. It was classifieds that were paying for it. And only a very small part of newspapers' revenue traditionally has been circulation. I think that the standard number is somewhere around 20%. So now to say to people, you're going to have to pay in order to access the news, I don't think is a viable business model, because if we look at new media companies that have sprung up, like Google and Yahoo, and I could go on, but they're not making money by charging their audience. They're making money by selling advertising around it. What that's going to look like exactly, I don't really know, but I don't think the answer to newspapers' troubles is charging their readers or keeping their readers from accessing their content and participating in the conversations around their content.
Now, I have a little bit of a different take than Pattie, and I think it's ironic that people that advocate for the free model of newspapers look at it from a history lesson and say, historically things like this have always been, and this is the way it should be going forward, when what we're in right now is a complete revolution of the news industry. We can't keep going the way we're going. We can't depend on historical models or any historical rules that govern the newspaper industry for the last couple of centuries. I think people will pay for content online. I think if we ask them and we make it available and we don't charge an immense premium for it, people will pay. I think, well, we were just watching something from the Aspen Institute that talked about getting 10% of users to pay for web content as a revenue stream. I think that'll work. I think people will pay $5 a month or $10 a month, depending on the quality of the content and what they get for that money and whether that constitutes real value. So maybe in the past it was advertiser driven, it was advertisers that paid most of the bills around here, but I think going forward, you're going to see people who want to pay for that content, will pay for that content, and support the operations of what Pattie and I do here at the Sun Journal and these lovely editorials. So we'd love to hear what you think, especially if you agree with Pattie.
If you agree with me.
I would love to hear what you think if you agree with Pattie, so I can refute what you have to say. And I'd also love to hear it if you agree with me. But there's a bunch of different ways you can find us. As always, sunjournal.com, facebook.com/sunjournal, twitter.com/sunjournal, and youtube.com/sunjournal for these videos. If you want to email me, editorialboard@sunjournal.com. If you want to email Pattie, pbarry, B-A-R-R-Y, @sunjournal.com. And we'll see you guys later.